What's up everybody? In this video, we're gonna go over a pull workout routine that is specifically designed to help you build max strength and muscle by combining different compound and isolation lifts that are gonna be the most efficient in helping you maximize the development of your pulling muscles that's gonna give you the best results. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, to start this pull workout out, we're going to start with deadlifts. And deadlifts are one of the best pulling exercises that you can do that's going to help you put on max strength and muscle because of all the different muscle groups that are used to perform the deadlift, and because it is a lift that you can perform at some pretty heavy loads safely, which is going to help you just put on that max strength and muscle effectively. The main muscles that you're going to work in the deadlift is going to be the majority of the posterior muscles through the upper and lower body. And some key form tips that you want to keep in mind when you're doing your deadlifts is, first, when you get into that starting position, you just want to make sure that your knees are slightly bent. You want to make sure your feet are hip width apart and that the bar is placed right under your foot to the point to where you can see your toes on the other side of the bar. And as you get ready to grip the bar, you want to use either an overhand grip or a mixed grip. Now, I recommend using the overhand grip more frequently because that is going to be the safer way to grip the bar, and then only starting to resort to that mixed grip when you're getting to very heavy deadlifts so you can have better grip strength to be able to hold and lift the bar with proper form. And as you get ready to explode up, you want to make sure that your chest is straight up. You want to make sure your core is tight and that your lats are engaged and that that spine is in a neutral position. And then as you hinge up, you want to make sure to just not overextend your back. You just want to hinge and stand straight up, keeping your back in line with your body. And on these deadlifts, we're going to do 5 sets, and we're going to really focus on building a lot of strength on these. So we're going to go really heavy as we progress through these sets. So on the first, 1 to 3 sets, we're going to stay pretty light in between that rep range of 10 to 12 reps just to get warmed up, get the body loose, and get your form right. And then on these last couple sets is when we're going to go really heavy. So you want to be lifting at about 90 to 95% of your max on the last couple. You want to go for about 3 to 5 reps on that 4th set. And then on that 5th set, really be at like your max almost, and go for about 2 to 3 reps. And then we'll go to the next exercise. All right, and after we get done with deadlifts, we're gonna go to the close grip pull-up. And the close grip pull-ups, they're gonna be very efficient at just helping develop and improve your overall upper body and back strength because of the multiple back and upper body muscles that are going to be used in this exercise. The main muscles that you're going to be working in this close grip pull-up is going to be your mid-back, your lats, and your biceps. And one of the biggest differences that you'll see with this close grip pull-up versus a wide grip pull-up is the heavier engagement on the biceps. So this is one where we're going to be really actually putting a little bit more focus on the biceps, as well as also hitting that back and lats. And some key form tips that you want to make sure that you keep in mind when you're performing your pull-ups is to just avoid any momentum or thrusting movements to get yourself up. If you see that you're not strong enough and have to use some momentum to get up on your pull-ups, just change to doing them assisted until you build up that strength to be able to do them unassisted with good form. You want to keep your shoulders back and your core tight, and you just want to make sure you're squeezing your back and your shoulders on the way up to make sure you're engaging and working your back. And you just want to make sure you get a full range of motion. Make sure you're pulling yourself all the way up until your chin is above the bar, and letting yourself go all the way down until your arms are fully extended. And on these close grip pull-ups, we're going to do 5 sets of these. We're going to do 8 to 12 reps. So try to get at least 8 reps if you can. And then after that, we'll go to the next exercise. All right, after the pull-ups, we're gonna get into the dumbbell chest supported row. And I heavily favor the dumbbell chest supported row for just developing muscle and tone in your back muscles, because the chest support allows you to stabilize your body so your back can be better isolated as you row. And because when you're using dumbbells allow each side to work independently, which is in turn going to recruit more muscles to perform it, which is going to help you build more muscle and tone. So that's what this dumbbell chest supported row will be really good for. The main muscles that you're going to be working is going to be the lats, the biceps, and the muscles through the upper back. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind when you're doing your chest supported rows is just make sure you keep your elbows from flaring out to the side as you row the weight up. You want to keep your chest nice and flat on that bench through the row. And if you notice that you're really having to pull your body off the bench to row the weight up, just lower the weight so that you're really keeping that emphasis on the back. And at the top of the row, you just want to make sure that you really envision yourself squeezing your shoulder blades together as you roll the dumbbells up. And you want to roll your dumbbells up to about your rib cage area. When you do these two things, it's going to give you the best activation in your back, which is going to help you develop it better. And on these dumbbell chest supported rows, we're going to do 5 sets. We're going to start out on these first couple sets, just be at a moderately light weight, going for about 12 reps. Then we want to steadily increase that weight through sets 3 and 4 to where you're doing the heaviest amount of weight where you can get about 10 to 8 reps. And then on that set 5, you want to be on that absolute max where you can do 8 reps. And you want to perform those. And then after that, we'll go to the next exercise. All right, after we get done with the chest supported rows, we're going to do these dumbbell lat pullovers. The dumbbell lat pullover, in my opinion, is one of the most effective lat isolation exercises to really target and develop them, while also improving your core stability, your shoulder mobility, and helping to just increase your overall strength. And some key form tips when you're performing your dumbbell lat pullovers is, one, you just want to make sure that your starting position is good by making sure your shoulder blades are the only part that's resting on the bench, embracing the core and tightening your hips to be better stabilized. As you bring the dumbbell back, you want to make sure that you keep your elbows tight. And you also want to drop your hips down, as you see me kind of doing here. As you extend back and you let your hips drop, it's going to better engage that lat and activate that lat. So that's why you really want to do that. And as you come up, you just want to lead with your elbows first as well and really flex the lats. Really visualize yourself squeezing and flexing that lat as you bring it back. When you do those two things, it's going to really help engage your lat and not make it into like a chest or shoulder exercise. So just make sure you're dropping those hips and leading with your elbows first. And we're going to do 5 sets and 12 reps on these dumbbell lat pullovers. And after we get done with that, we'll go to the next exercise. All right, and after we get done with the lat pullovers, we're going to finish this pull workout out with a biceps superset, meaning we're going to perform 2 exercises back to back targeting the biceps, with the first one being this Spiderman easy bar curl. And I love the Spiderman easy bar curl because of how it keeps the tension on your bicep throughout the whole range of motion compared to other bicep exercises to really help you develop and tone your biceps more effectively. And the main muscle that we're going to be working in this Spiderman easy bar curl is going to be targeting that short head of the bicep specifically. And some key form tips you want to make sure that you keep in mind when you're performing your curls is to just make sure that you're not using any momentum by swinging your arms to get that weight up. You want to make sure you keep your elbows nice and tight. Don't want to be flaring them out to the side as you're curling them up. And you really just want to make sure as you're curling to always really contract and squeeze your biceps at the top of each rep, and then be nice and slow and controlled on that downward portion of the curl. It's going to help activate your bicep better, which is going to help you develop them a lot more efficiently. And on these easy bar curls, we're going to do 8 reps of these. And then because we're supersetting, we're going to take a very quick, short 30-second break at most. And then we're going to get into this second bicep exercise. Then after we take that short break, we're going to get into these incline dumbbell curls. And these incline dumbbell curls, much like the Spiderman curls, because of that incline position, it's going to help keep that tension on the biceps through the whole range of motion to really help to better develop and activate them more effectively. And again, the main muscle that we're going to be working in these incline curls is going to be that short head. Going to be really focusing on developing that bicep peak through this bicep superset. And again, some key form tips you want to keep in mind when you're performing these curls is just, again, make sure you're not using any momentum to have to swing your arms or anything to get the weight up. You want to make sure that you're keeping your elbows nice and tight to your side, avoid flaring them out. And again, just focus on really squeezing and contracting that bicep at the top of each curl and being nice and slow and controlled on that eccentric portion down to help you better develop and emphasize your biceps. And we're going to do 12 reps on these incline curls to finish out the superset, and then we're going to take about a 30-second to a minute break and repeat this superset 5 times to finish out our pull workout. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this pull workout routine. And before we get out of here, I just want to give you guys this verse. And this verse is Isaiah 41:10, which says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And I want to give you guys that verse, man, because in the same way how we're training our pulling muscles to get our pulling strength stronger, I just want to encourage you, man, to also really seek out that relationship with God and understand that through God, you can have the power to pull through any situation that you may be going through in life. Not just pull through it, but also come out of it better, greater, and stronger than you've ever been before. So I just want to give you guys that encouragement, man, to just really, not just seek out, the best in your physical body, but to also seek out the best, in your relationship with God and things around that, because that is the best way for you to be able to live the best life that you can live. So just want to give you guys that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like. Definitely be sure to comment too. Any feedback, questions, concerns. We'd love to connect with you guys even further. So make sure to leave all that in the comments below. Definitely be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification as well, as I'm always uploading new content every week to help you enhance your physique, your health, your wellness, and your faith through the foundation of fitness and a relationship with God. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that new content. And also be sure to check out some of my other content I have already uploaded. I'll leave some links in the description of some other things I think will further help you guys out. And again, I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next one.